Now, the case market has been going absolutely crazy over the past couple of weeks, and if we want to zoom out to the past year, it's actually been a quite mild year. Specifically, if we want to talk about the year of 2024, we really didn't see too much growth. We saw a lot of solid action, ranging anywhere between about 50% on the lower end to about 125 to 150% on average for the higher end, and honestly, this is very solid growth. I mean, let's be completely honest, you doubled your money on the majority of these cases, but it's nothing compared to what we've seen previously, and honestly, I think we're going to be seeing a lot more in the near future as well. However, the year we saw a relatively downswing of 2024 is due to the fact that 2023 was such a prominent year for cases. The majority of cases were up 400 to 500% in that year, and therefore they became a much more popular investment. Obviously, people right now have been flocking to cases because of their current growth. Now, that happened like 10 times faster inside of 2023, but now it's a little bit of a different situation, and honestly, I'm extremely excited because a squeeze is coming, in my opinion, and this is where the majority of value is going to be had. If you're looking for the lowest fees on the market, Skin Vault is the perfect place for you, with a free up to $10 on your first trade. They've got a massive deposit bonus to help you out if you're trying to buy some brand new skins, or one of the best prices you're going to be finding for an instant sell site, which is absolutely perfect. Plus, their fees for everything is nearly 50% cheaper than the competition, and your trades are going to be taking under 30 seconds right now. This is trusted by Nate King, but the truth is, use code MasterShiny, I'm just better, and it's going to be the lowest fee you can actually find if you're looking to trade your skins. Now, in my opinion, I've said this a couple times, but I believe prices are probably not going to be going down. Now, why exactly is that? Well, first up, this is a generalized statement. Obviously, prices could go down 3 cents or 5 cents, but overall, on a relatively longer period, I don't think we're going to be seeing prices go down again, and that's for a couple big reasons we're going to be talking about a little bit later, but it really comes down to the fact that the majority of these cases are in such optimal positions. If we want to look at the unboxing numbers, which we'll dive deeper into in a quick minute, we can see that we have consistently been unboxing high amounts. Now, obviously, this has changed significantly. It used to be a lot stronger concentration in rare cases. Now it's active duty cases, and that definitely does make a difference. With that being said, those rare cases are still being opened at heavy amounts. Your active duty cases are still being opened at an amount where honestly we're seeing such high price points for these, it's absolutely insane. The majority of cases in the current market are sitting in very optimal positions that I'm going to be proving that with data in a quick minute. Now, talking about the supply, there's a lot of really important numbers. Starting off with this graph right here, this is the number of cases listed on the Steam community market, and it has gone down significantly over the past just 1 year. We went from about 3.5 billion listed to almost a million about a month ago, and now we're sitting roughly around 1.2 to 1.3 million consistently. This is extremely low, especially when you combine it with this graph right here. This is the amount of cases that are being dropped and the amount of cases that are being opened, and as you can see, the red line has now crossed the blue line, meaning that we are in a deficit of cases, and this includes the active duty. That's the biggest piece about this, is this is not just rare cases, this is all cases, especially when we consider these individual rare cases. As you can now see the supplies on screen, they are only going down, and therefore it's highly unlikely that their prices are going to go down because this supply is getting extremely small for the majority of these rare cases. We're left in a position now where the majority of these cases are going down millions per every single month overall, and obviously we cannot sustain a number like that. Every single time we look at the supply rate of change for these rare cases, it's only in the negatives. They only make up 1% of the drop pool, and there's like 40 items inside of that. Even if we look at the amount of people playing, the truth is it's not sustainable, and that means it's a really good opportunity because people are definitely not going to stop opening up these rare cases. They have proven that it doesn't really matter the price point, which is absolutely crazy. They want these cases. And I've kind of alluded to it a little bit, but what exactly is going on with these cases? Well, they're absolutely exploding. Hands down, this is the biggest profit run we've seen in a fair amount of time when we're talking about cases, and it's all across the board. Obviously, you've got your cheaper end like your Snakebite and your Clutch case, which are going up just on the sole fact that they are the cheapest cases out there. I love these cases. They definitely have a long way to go in terms of development, but they are still up quite significantly. A little bit more developed are going to be your Prismas, your Horizons, your Danger Zones, your CS20s. These ones have a lot more going for them, but obviously if you look at the price point, the Horizon case is almost $2 now. Absolutely insane growth, and it's obviously amazing to see as an investor. However, the one hidden gem that's been hiding in all of this is going to be those more expensive rare cases. People have been flocking to your Spectrums, your Gammas, your Revolvers, your Wildfires. These cases that have been a lot more expensive and have been for a significant amount of time, people are once again returning to them. We're seeing some pretty massive price increases, and these are the best part about it, is the fact that people are really in demand for these cases. Obviously they're expensive, but they're expensive for a reason. Revolver case is still your cheapest option for unboxing those OG knives. Spectrum 2's got your Butterfly Ruby, your Butterfly Sapphire. Gammas have those expensive knives inside of them, and obviously every single one of these cases is going down in supply every single day. Now, talking about the future, obviously nothing is guaranteed in this area except for one thing, and that's discontinued cases. The truth is, if you want to get into something that's probably going to be a safe investment, but we don't know how strong the growth is going to be, discontinued cases are definitely it, and they've also been going crazy over the past month. Don't forget it, the Riptide case is up like 40%, which is crazy in 1 month span. I would definitely say the future of this area is really going to rely in the fact of when we get a brand new case. Obviously, we have been in a little bit of a case drought. We got the Gallery case in the October-ish range, but other than that, in the past 365 days, that is the only case we have gotten, and therefore that creates the opportunity of a brand new case coming in and maybe shifting up the dynamic a little bit. Rare cases are always going to be rare cases. They're not going to be put into the drop pool. The Gallery case is not going to be put into the drop pool. Valve is not going to be doing anything super crazy inside of this area, but they are probably going to be knocking one of these active duty cases into the rare drop pool, creating an opportunity for profit there. Now, there is one specific thing that could absolutely hurt the case market in a significant way that nothing else can do, and that's going to be the Anubis package. You remember how the Anubis package came in and it was the highlight? It was actually done deliberately by Valve because we were in such a case deficit, but the most important part about it is the fact that you could buy an unlimited quantity of these with no cooldown, no needing to grind stars, no anything, and that absolutely destroyed the case market in that short term. Now, we got lucky in being that the case market was so strong, it actually didn't end up doing too much, but long term, it has taken up a lot of money that people were going to spend on cases and spend it on the Anubis package instead. It's a very strong possibility Valve could reintroduce something like this, and I want to make it very clear, the case market is not something that's guaranteed profit. I honestly don't think this is something a lot of people really care too much about, but it's something that could definitely slow down a lot of the strong potential growth that we see inside of the current case market. I still think the case market is your best option, and it's so strong, but this is definitely a real possibility, and honestly something I realistically see coming back. Now, we talked a little bit about it before, but the demand is the most crucial part about this, and people are very concerned that when the price goes up, the demand is going to taper off, and we can definitely see that a little bit if we want to look at the unboxing numbers compared to just around a year and a half ago, but honestly, it's really going to come down to the fact that people are spending money on cases knowing that they are going to lose money most likely, and therefore the actual input price of this, whether it's $4 or $5, really hasn't been making a major difference in the amount of cases, and that is really good because obviously people are still opening them. Now, getting to the most important question everyone loves to ask, should you be buying right now? And I think it's a little bit of a split decision. Honestly, if you don't have any cases and you want to get into the case market, I think it's a very solid yes. I don't think we're near the peak prices for the majority of these cases, and I think they have a lot of room to grow, but I also definitely realize this is a much more expensive price point than what we were looking at 6 months or even a year ago. I would definitely say if you've got the budget for it, cases are going to be one of the most solid investments, especially on the cheaper end. Talking about your Prismas, your Snake Bites, cases that have a long-term potential are going to be very good options if you don't have a ton of money. But that's all I got. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your day.